aren't too many things in life you can feel this strongly about. The bond between a Porsche and its owner has been there from the very beginning. To own one was to wake up every day and experience certainty. To see driving not as a chore, but as a self-contained experience. To be not a passive observer behind the wheel, but a living, breathing participant in something undeniably perfect. Car and driver united like never before. Half a century later, the feeling is the same. The dream of the ultimate roadster realized once again. That of man and machine becoming one on a stretch of unfettered pavement. The feeling that nothing could be more complete than this moment, in this gear, on this road. Holy schmoly. What felt so right 50 years ago feels even better today. Boxster. The time couldn't be more right.
It's the car you own before you've ever really been inside one. The car you feel before you've ever even driven one. For all of you who think that you've been able to put this youthful desire behind you, we've got some bad news. There's a new 911. We'll be expecting your call.
Okay, class, let's quickly review Europe. Can anyone tell me what country this island is? Noah?
Ireland?
Very good. And just under that, we have a continent. Who knows what continent? William, can you tell us what's so interesting out the window? Okay, pay attention this time, okay?
Can I help you?
Yeah, do you have the new 911?
Yeah, it's right over here. You want to get in?
Really?
Sure.
Do you have a business card?
Sure.
Thanks. I'll see you in about 20 years.
It's a funny thing about a Porsche. There's the moment you know you want one. There's the moment you first own one. And for the truly afflicted, there's the decade or two that passes in between. From its first days on the road over 40 years ago, the 911 has ignited the kind of passion in drivers that only a Porsche can. And now once again, it is poised to redefine what's possible. Introducing the new 911 Carrera. It is, quite simply, the purest expression of who we are. Porsche. There is no substitute.
Reinhold Bertlev had a key role in the building of Porsche's new 911 Carrera. Did he design the engine? The radical suspension? No. Instead, Reinhold and his co-workers have perhaps the best job in the world. They test drive every new 911 on the Autobahn. If Reinhold likes your car, we're pretty sure you'll like your car.
The new Porsche 911 Carrera was crash tested in this special building. To Gerhard Royce, who assembles the radical new suspension, to Ivanka Matson, who stitches a cabriolet top that takes 14 hours to make, and to Stepan Rebrovich, who builds the more powerful engine by hand. This structure was the perfect place for these crash tests. Why? Because it meant they didn't have to watch.
As we developed the new Porsche 911 Carrera, our German test center was buzzing with new thinking. A radical new suspension, a more powerful engine. The suggestions came from far and wide. Of course, the new 911 is still available in red, black and white, but what fun would that be? Two Porsche 911s roll off our German production line, alike in almost every way. One is destined for the 24-hour race at Le Mans, the other for a quieter life in America. But expecting a Porsche to lead a quiet life,
Thank you, sir.
may be asking a bit too much.
What's wrong?
You know those guys who took our car?
Yeah.
Never mind.
So how much does Le Mans have to do with your everyday driving in a 911? Well, as much or as little as you want.
Hi.
Porsche. There is no substitute.
No, this one's on us, sir.
Right.
Our German engineers could have road tested the new Porsche 911 Carrera 4 back home in Germany. They could have taken the 270 horsepower engine out on the Autobahn again, or driven the Black Forest with the all-wheel drive and radical suspension. They could have done all that back home. But then, they wouldn't have gotten all this neat stuff. These are the Schmidts of Munich. This is their new Porsche Boxster. In order to drive it Monday, Wednesday and Friday, Mr. Schmidt has agreed to assume dog washing responsibilities. And Mrs. Schmidt, in return for Tuesday, Thursday and the coveted Saturday, has to make Mr. Schmidt's favorite Pinkelwurst 3 times a week. On Sundays, they share the Boxster. Of course, this leaves out young Dieter, who has just earned his driver's license. As in all domestic disputes, it's the children who suffer most. The Boxster. Once again, there is no substitute. The legendary Nurburgring. It sounds crazy, but they let anyone drive on this world-famous racetrack for just a few Deutschmarks. It was here that Porsche engineers tested our new 911 Turbo. Lap after lap of the new 400 horsepower engine, the twin turbos, the liquid all-wheel drive. What did we learn? Well, don't send a German engineer here with an ATM card. The world doesn't need a new 911. If we never release it, most people won't care. The sun will still rise. Seasons will still change. Dogs will still bark too early in the morning. Bishop will still take rocket position 3. Because the world is quite content with the 911 it has now. Fortunately, there's nothing we detest more than contentment. Introducing the new Porsche 911. It is everything we know so far. And once again, there is no substitute.